Welcome everybody back to the Farms Coffee Hour. This is weird. I haven't said that in about 3 or 4 weeks. We're kind of doing a one-off episode today at the web store here. I have Sheila with us. And Sheila, would you like to introduce yourself?
Sure. Yeah, I'm Sheila. I'm with the Growing Small Town Nebraska podcast. And I am in Grand Island for several days. And we have been following one another.
Yeah.
And so we decided to connect. And this is just very impromptu.
Yeah. By the way, you have a wonderful podcast voice.
Thank you. Well, I have 20 years plus of radio.
You just know where to hit the inflections and stuff.
Yes, my kids call it my radio voice. I have a shirt that says, "Don't make me use my radio voice."
That's really funny, actually. You almost have to kind of switch it off.
I must. I don't know. I didn't think I did, but they tell me that I do. You know, your kids are, your kids are, you will know. Your kids will point out all that stuff to you later.
Oh, I can't wait. I'm actually curious. So this is your full-time job is the podcast.
It is now.
It is now. Okay.
Yes.
And how long have you been doing this podcast?
Yeah, 2.5 years.
2.5 years. And how many episodes are you up to now?
Oh, I don't know the answer to that. I think it's 124.
That's a lot of episodes.
Around there. 16,000 downloads we hit last week.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Thank you for that. So, it doesn't necessarily sound like a lot, but in the podcast world, it's pretty big.
That's really, really big. 16,000. Do you think, did you ever think you were going to get to those kind of numbers?
I remember like hitting the 100, and be like, 100. And it took, it's a slow process and it just depends. I mean, you don't know what's going to strike a chord with people and what's not. Mm-hmm. You do it because you love it. You do this because you love it.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Yeah.
It's really fun.
Yeah.
How would you say you would describe your podcast?
Oh, that's a great question. So, Tuan, right now I put out 7 episodes a month, and it started with 2 a month as a little hobby.
Yeah, 7 a month is quite a bit.
Thank you. Yes, it is. Yes, that's why it's now a full-time job.
Yeah.
And I do have a little help now, hired help. I shouldn't call them hired help, but you know what I meant.
Yeah.
And so, I started with 2 episodes a month, and it was stories about revitalization. And this has really evolved over the past 2.5 years, particularly probably the last year. So now it's 7 episodes a month. The Growing Small Town Nebraska standard episodes have evolved into tourism. Mm-hmm. So for instance, I've been here with Grand Island Tourism, and this is my 2nd trip with them. And so different tourism entities bring me into their areas, and I do a package with them. Now the whole 2025 is booked, so I'm now booking 2026.
Oh my goodness, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. And it's been booked for a few months.
Yeah.
But so that's what I do. And I go into the area. I bring my remote equipment and I do that. Mm-hmm. And then 2 a month are Sheila shout outs. It's kind of similar to what you do in some way. Mm-hmm. And Sheila, a thing where I'm going to shout out your place here at some point.
Okay.
I will shout out small businesses, maybe parks, libraries, place I kayak. I don't know. Things that I like and have enjoyed. I have to experience it firsthand. And then I share with the listeners in the hopes that they'll find something that they like too and go and explore and see these things. So those are twice a month.
Okay.
Then twice a month, I have Foundation Fridays. And that's through a partnership with the Nebraska Community Foundation.
Okay.
And that has been just an amazing partnership. Those are those stories about revitalization and rebuilding up the small towns throughout the state. And they line those up. It's a great partnership. I do those twice a month. And then once a month, I'm doing Growing Nebraska and Beyond because I'm a part of the Midwest Travel Network. I'm part of their Speakers Bureau. I'm getting called into other states either to speak or just to see like tourism and promote it. And so that's something I added. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I have so many thoughts.
I could see the wheels spinning.
Yeah, and I'm trying to keep them in my head. I mean, the first thought is congratulations to kind of figuring out how to like make it work as a business, right? Because
it's not easy.
Like you have these ideas but it's like, I need somebody to help me pay my car, my fuels and utilities and all that stuff. So congratulations on making that work the way it has. And it seems like each one of the kind of like your revenue streams, I want to call them, have been to support different parts of our community for tourism, for just kind of bringing like just straight up marketing and like awareness. Because if I've learned anything in having a small business, is people going to know about you.
They do.
And if they don't know about you, you could have the best product in the world, but if they don't know about you and they don't have anybody giving you an honest review, then it's like,
it's hard.
It's
very hard. And this is super mission minded. So like you said, everything I do, I have a full intent on why I do the things I do. And I think that's why it actually became popular so early, is the mission behind it. And that other people were like, yes, we feel that way too. And so we're going to support that. And we want our stories shared.
And what an amazing opportunity you have to just really go and, like, I've talked to friends before that have never done the podcast, and I tell them I've done quite a bit of stuff, but like it is a very different experience to like put on the headphones and just turn off your phone and just like look at somebody in the eyeball and just only intention for the next 30, 40 minutes is just get to know them. It's an amazing experience.
And that's why you're doing well and you're going to do well. Because no, really, your eye contact and like, this is just a conversation that we're having.
Yeah.
That's what people are looking for. That's what we're kind of starting to miss sometimes. And so there's that desire for that. And you do a great job.
Thank you so much. And I love that you're pushing like long form content, because like we're all used to like the TikTok scrolls. And if it doesn't catch my eyeballs in like 5 seconds, I don't want to watch it, but there's something amazing about sitting down and just like listening to, because you can't get the full story without, being patient and listening and waiting for those.
And it's that chance for like the people that I interview. When do you get an opportunity to have that much of your story told in one sitting? And, there's quite a following now. And when they are listening, they're listening because they want to hear the stories and they have a particular content that they're enjoying, right? Any podcast is like that. And so they're very faithful, these listeners that listen to people's podcasts, and they're hearing the whole story. They don't want to miss it. Even with the ads, they're less likely to fast forward through it because they don't want to miss a part of the podcast.
And you know what? Anyone who's got a problem with ads, they just don't want you to understand. Like, it takes a lot of effort and you're in, and you need to be reimbursed for your effort as well. Time. So why not make a beautiful thing beautiful?
Yeah. I think too, and I'm sure you know this too, like podcasting takes a lot of work.
Oh yeah.
And I think I can't remember the statistics, but there aren't that many that make it past the third episode. So congratulations to you as well.
Thank you.
You're going to start your second season.
Yeah.
You had 10 on the first?
We had 10 episodes on the first.
Admirable.
Thank you.
Yeah. So it takes a lot of work. And a lot of people set out and they think they want to be, the next Joe Rogan or whatever it is. Just do it because you love it. But it's work. You got to work at it. And then the bigger it gets, the more you have to work at it. If that makes sense. Yeah.
I totally get it. And I tell people all the time, actually, I've never had to work these muscles before. Like it was really difficult for me to transition from being in a really deep conversation with you, but also having the mindset of like, I need to like continue the conversation and set the scene and ask the right questions. So it's like you're almost playing an MC and an interviewer at the same. It's like, it's really hard. It was difficult for me to switch back and forth.
So I have a question for you, because it's fun to have this conversation with another podcaster.
Yeah.
Do you find that you're a much better listener just in your daily life than you were before?
Goodness. That's such a good question. Yes, I do. I find that I'm a better listener, and I find that I ask better questions because, my goodness, answers are important, but questions really set the stage for allowing somebody to answer the question the way that that
and then really
light to them,
And then do you also find that you're annoyed when you know that people aren't actually listening? That's a new thing for me. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. But now, and I realize that I did that. Most of us in our just average conversations, we're listening with the intent of what we want to say next and not taking in what the person's saying. So anyway, podcast skills that improve your daily life. It's all good.
I completely agree. What a weird skill to obtain without thinking you were going to do it. What would you say has really surprised you about interviewing people across our state?
I don't know. Nobody's ever asked me that question. What has really surprised me? I don't know.
Or maybe you don't have to be surprised.
I think every story is different, and people ask where's your favorite, or what's your favorite episode? I feel like when our son was young, any meal he ate that was the best meal I ever ate. I mean, he said that every time. I feel that way about the podcast episodes and the people that I meet. Like, that was the best ever. Every time.
That's every time. Cool.
I guess I'm not surprised, but I'm pleasantly pleased to see the amount of collaborations that are going through the state and small towns, and the successes that come from people realizing, even in small businesses, that you're not each other's enemies, you're allies. And what's good for the business next to you is good for you. And it's good for your town, and it's good for the state.
Yeah, that's an amazing point. I tell that to people all the time about all the coffee shops in town, like us and baristas and Daily Dose. Yeah. Like, every time we see the owners, everybody's hi. You know, we go to each other's shop. There's just enough business for everybody. And
I've been to several here.
Yeah. How does it feel when you see people out and about and they're like, "Hey, Sheila, I listen to your podcast"?
I don't know. I had 20 years of radio, so I had that a lot.
Oh, you had that a lot?
And especially, I was with US 92. It was so popular when it in the first few years. And so I had that a lot. It's funny to me that the podcast does have that. I wasn't expecting it. I guess I wasn't looking for that. But yeah, it's fun. I don't know. It's funny for my kids because they have experienced it now with me when I go someplace and they're like, "Oh, you're the podcast lady." That's who I am. I'm the podcast lady.
Yeah, you're the podcast lady.
I mean, there's more podcast ladies, but it's funny for them because I'm like, well, you don't know it, but when you were little, this is how it was for radio, and we couldn't go anywhere and eat. Yeah. Our food would always get cold because people would come over and talk, and
You're famous, bro.
Sure. Nebraska famous. I don't know.
Local famous. I asked that because I just started the podcast and it's just in town, but I'll have kids come up to me and I was just like, "There's no way you're listening to a podcast." And they're like, "Yeah, I listen to podcasts." And I'm like,
"Yeah.
Really?" No.
Yeah. So keep that in mind.
It surprises me.
Like, you're an example to the next generation.
Yeah.
So, in that respect, and I know there's all kinds of podcasts out there and they're not all super positive. Ours are. Yours is positive and mine is positive.
Yeah.
That's a great example because there are a lot of young ones who are considering things like that, and then you can be a mentor.
Oh, it's so much more possible these days.
Yeah. And it's popular. Like, the timing is good.
I completely agree. Do you remember the first few episodes? I imagine I think you're maybe different than most people that start podcasts because you've had some experience in like radio. Was that transition easy for you, or do you feel like it was just a completely different
Well, I
beast?
was nervous. I was scared. I don't get wound up about any of this anymore, which I remember being nervous every time for probably the first, I don't want to say year, but maybe. Maybe. And same with the public speaking. Oh, it just made me so nervous, but now I do so much of it. And so, I don't know. And then back when I was in Columbus at Clear 101, they had me do a interview program on their AM side. And I was young and I didn't like it. That was my least favorite part of that whole job. But I think I felt insecure. I'm glad that you have the confidence to be able to do this, and you should. I just had an insecurity about me. But everybody has something valuable to say. Yeah. But it just took me a lot of years to figure out that I was one of those too. Yeah. But I love it. I love it now. I love the conversation, the interview. The interviews are my favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking we do, these podcasts, but I go back and I edit it and I take all my ums.
I know we sound fabulous. I do the same.
I was going to say, you did it live. That's like scary.
No, I edit. I edit a lot, you know.
No, I'm saying when you were doing like the radio, that was live, right?
Oh, right. That was live, but it's gone.
It's gone?
There's a difference between radio and podcast.
Radio, I didn't think about that
first
dynamic.
Of all, to hear it, they have to be listening.
Yeah.
Or they're not hearing it. Once they hear it, it's not like print media. It's not like a podcast. They listen and then it's out of their minds and it's not right there all the time. So podcasts are a little more intimidating in the fact that they are there, right, for the endurance. But that's also good for your advertisers because they're on there too from the beginning. Yeah, so.
Oh, that's interesting. I never thought that. Your podcast is kind of just stick around.
Yeah.
Forever.
Sorry.
No.
Yours are good. Don't be nervous. It's all good.
Honestly, I can't I just had this thought right now, but it'd be really cool to listen to like a podcast with my son or something when he's older, and it'll be 10 years ago, and I'll be like, I don't know, I'll listen to myself and be like, so naive or something. I don't know.
So my kids are college age. One's in graduate school. One's going to be a senior in college. I don't think they listen to my podcast, but someday they will. I'm like, really? All these listeners, you can't listen to your mom's podcast?
Can I get a rating or something? Since you've been doing the podcast for a while, what would you say is kind of your overall goal for the podcast now? Or if you feel like you're kind of,
I think I'm there. I think I'm there. I think the goal really hasn't changed. It's just evolved. And that is getting those positive stories about Nebraska and sometimes small towns in other states as well. Just getting that message out there and sharing positive stories. They're not even my stories, right? We're just an avenue for that. And it really hasn't changed from that. And one overall goal is to help grow the economy and tourism and small businesses throughout Nebraska. I mean, it's lofty, but one person at a time, we can do this, right? And building up that teamwork.
Oh my God, I just had an amazing idea. You're so busy already, but
I was like, I have this much time today. Let's do it.
I know your podcast is you're busy, you're booked out for this year. I just had an amazing idea. So we are on the Nebraska Passport.
Yeah, congrats. That's fantastic.
Thank you so much. We've
such an amazing program.
We've had a lot of people come by, and they sent us the stats too for people that did online check-ins, and we've already had like almost like 700 people just kind of stop by. So it's been amazing. But I was just thinking, like, you should do a Nebraska Passport segment. That would be really cool, actually.
I did.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Been there, done that. I'm not going to do it every year.
Yeah.
But yeah, for the 2024 Passport.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yep. Yeah. And I talk about it a lot. And especially in shout outs, if I remember, or because I go into a place, but then I also do research. Hey, business owners, by the way, keep your Facebook pages and your websites updated.
Yeah.
Okay. Because yes, I experience it, but I want to tell people more. And so I do pull from those pages. So anyway, sure. I like to say if a business is on the Passport program, because it is such an amazing thing through Visit Nebraska that they do. Yeah.
What a cool program. Honestly, when we got picked for it, I just thought we were kind of like, I don't know. I didn't think much about it. And then,
it's huge.
And then I looked at it and I'm like, oh my goodness, a lot of people applied. Yeah. So I was just like, I don't know.
Yeah.
By
Anytime
sheer luck.
Somebody says, oh yeah, we're on the Passport. And I go, that'll be big for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's congrats. That's
Thank
good.
you. Is there anything else that you would like our listeners to know before we end the podcast?
Well, I guess, I would like them to make sure they're supporting you. And the way that people do that is to download and listen and share and comment and all that stuff that we know to do. That helps small businesses too. So I am not one of those that I don't know what I have on Facebook right now, maybe 2.8 thousand followers, which, by the way, also does not reflect the real number. And you know that too.
Yeah.
Because it's 180 some thousand views that I've had in however many days. But on to that point, don't expect everybody just to follow you and to just do that without giving back.
Yeah.
So as soon as you reached out, I put a thing out about a podcast meetup that I was hoping to do, and it kind of fell through. But you had said, yes, you were interested. And then as soon as I saw your name, and I followed you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when I go to these small businesses, I'm following them. And when things pop up that I like, how hard is it, you guys? Hit like or love or comment. And that it makes such a difference. So.
Oh, it's the algorithm.
I know, it's crazy. Don't even try to keep up. Whatever.
I know specifically for that, like we used to work so hard about kind of curating special content for social and stuff. And honestly, that's just a load of
just
document,
love.
Just show them your process, show them what you're doing. And it's as easy or as hard as
it's
that.
It's a crapshoot. You don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know. You can put out some beautiful thing and you get zero response. And then I'll post a selfie later of this and I'll probably get a huge response. But have fun with it. And just be you.
Uh-huh.
Be uniquely
Thank you.
you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I agree. Who else could you be? Be
right?
you.
I don't know.
Well, today was a bit of a shorter podcast, but that was fun. And I feel like I got to stretch my legs. I haven't done that in a while. That felt really good. I don't know. Maybe next time you're in town, we can try to catch you again, or we'll try to go to where you're at. But thank you so much for coming on today. I very much appreciate it. And thank you for the kind words and the advice as well.
Oh, I'm so glad it worked out and that we could do this. And you just keep having fun and doing what you're doing.
Thank you. I will. All right, guys. We shall catch you. I don't know, whenever I catch you. Bye.